Get on over here. The fuck? Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome. Welcome to the podcast today. There we go. That's a little bit better. Welcome to the podcast today. I am Urban. Appreciate you tuning in for this episode. This episode, I didn't want to wait till Monday to air this live for y'all. I want to go ahead and do it today because I'm I'm very excited to talk about this. Okay, very excited to talk about this particular situation. All right, but first and foremost, y'all, I want to thank everybody for giving me my birthday wishes. I appreciate everyone who tuned in last night to my birthday bash celebration. Had a real good time. Had a really good time. Listened to some music and just having fun, joking around, all that good old stuff. So thank y'all so much for tuning in to that. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Let's see what else. Yeah, thank y'all also for watching my other streams as well too. Now I know this year I didn't change some things around a lot where I'm balancing out a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a lot more pre-recorded videos, with certain topics, and there's a reason behind it. And I'm also doing lives as well too, and I'm also doing my shorts as well too. Now the reason for all this is that when I was going over my analytics last year, right, I seen that I was streaming a lot live, a whole lot live, and I discovered that I didn't necessarily have to do that. I didn't necessarily have to go live every single day. You know what I'm saying? So what I do now is that I do pre-recorded videos depending on the topic, you know what I'm saying? So I do pre-recorded videos on that. Then I also discovered too, when I was looking at my analytics, is that y'all people have a real short attention span. Y'all have a really short attention span. The average person will view a video up to probably about 10 or 15 minutes before they start getting bored with it and they don't want to watch it no more. So to fix that problem, right, that's why I started doing pre-recorded videos. And normally my pre-recorded videos that I do, it normally lasts no more about 15 minutes max, 15 to 20 minutes max, depending on the topic. Okay. So I did that, you know what I'm saying? That way, I could go ahead and get to the point of what I'm talking about, So it benefits y'all. Then it also benefits me as well too, because now versus the way I did last year. Last year I just talk, you know what I'm saying, without having talking points. But now, since I do these shorter pre-recorded videos, I have to have talking points in order for me to get to the point that I'm making. All right. That way I could be within the 15, 20 minute time frame. All right, so then with the one changes that I made, of course, I'm doing shorts as well too. So of course, y'all know how I am. I'm always looking at things to try to improve my production value. You know what I'm saying? I'm always willing to do it. Always willing to try out different things. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just willing to do it. So that's why y'all always see me changing stuff around. But other than that, once again, I thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for, the feedback, the comments, and, all that good old stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. All right. So let's get to the show today. All right. So once again, I ran into this video on TikTok of all places, which I do have a TikTok, by the way, y'all. If y'all know about my TikTok page, I do have one. It's same thing, House of Urban Lounge. So y'all check out my TikTok. But I was scrolling along on my TikTok page and stuff, right, and I ran into this interesting woman, all right? And she had something very, very interesting to say about her submitting to a man. So I want y'all to listen carefully about what she's going to say and what she's going to say it. And I'm going to break this thing down, all right? So let me drink my coffee and we're finna get into this thing. All right, let's go and get into this. Let me show y'all this. This is very interesting. And I want to hear y'all perspective about this as well, too. How y'all feel about her point of view. How y'all feel about it. Y'all, I want to hear this. All right, so let's go. Hold on, I'm finna say, I hate it when it does that. This is one of my little pet peeve things. Let me fix this. See it? All right, yeah, that's better. All right, let's go. Oh, Lord. Y'all cannot hear the audio, so let me fix it. There we go. Now let's go.
Every day I get online, men always complain about black women, at least black men. Black women this, black women that. Our name just always in y'all mouth. Black women are submissive towards black men, how white women are submissive to white men. Well, because the white man is the slave master. The rest of the people are the slaves. Why would I submit to a slave? I don't submit to no slave. I submit to my slave master, which is the white man. But I would never submit to no slave, which is the black man. You supposed to submit just like me. Why would I be submissive towards you when you got somebody you need to be submissive towards too?
Just in case y'all didn't hear this right, I'm going to run it again.
Every day I get online, men always complain about black women, at least black men. Black women this, black women that. Our name just always in y'all mouth. Black women are submissive towards black men, how white women are submissive to white men. Well, because the white man is the slave master. The rest of the people are the slaves. Why would I submit to a slave? I don't submit to no slave. I submit to my slave master, which is the white man. But I would never submit to no slave, which is the black man. You supposed to submit just like me. Why would I be submissive towards you when you got somebody you need to be submissive towards too?
Okay. So let's break this thing down, all right? She said that why should she be submissive to a black man? Now, first of all, she the one who made this about race, all right? So she said, why should she be submissive to a black man? Then she also made a comparison talking about the white woman is submissive to a white man, right? So therefore, she's only going to be submissive to the white man because the white man is a slave master, correct? So, first of all, based on her logic, right? Based on her logic and reasoning, she's pretty much saying that even the white woman is a slave to the white man, correct? She's also saying that even the Asian woman is a slave to the white man, correct? She's saying that every other race is a slave to the white man, based on her logic, correct? So I find this very interesting for her to say something like this. I find it interesting for the simple fact that instead of her and women who think like this, right? Instead of them giving respect to their black men, they will find any other excuse to be disrespectful as possible. Once again, they'll find any excuse to be disrespectful as possible. Then they'll go back around and say this. See, the black man is never protecting us. We don't get no protection from y'all. The reason why is because of dumb stuff like this that y'all do and say. Well, at least your sisters. Because I'm not going to say that every black woman think this way, but absolutely a lot of modern day women, including this young lady right here, think this way. And all of this is because of the simple fact because they fear the word submission. Because they fear this word submission. The one modern day woman think that the word submission means that you are, as she putting it, that you're a slave. That you have to listen to everything that that man have to tell you to do, right? That you don't have no rights, anything like that. But the word submission isn't that at all. Like I just said a dozen of times, ladies, the word submission is not something that you should fear. When you're with the correct man who is in this divine place of being a man, he is not going to put you into a situation of submission where it take away your rights, where it take away of you being a woman, or it take away you being a human. He's not going to do that. And if he does do that, then yes, you need to get away from that dude because that dude is toxic as hell. Absolutely. The word submission is synonymous for respect. The word submission is synonymous for support. The word submission is synonymous for, as y'all Christian people would say, a helpmeet or a helper. But just like I say, I find this interesting that women like her, they will rather submit to a system that literally do belittle them. They will submit to a system that literally belittle them. Let's look at history, okay? Preferably in this country. Historically, in this country, women did not have rights. The same type of white men that she's talking about, that she said that she's submitting to, right? They didn't respect her at all, period. They didn't even see a black woman as even being a human. They seen a black woman as being an animal. So you mean to tell me that you would rather submit to this false ideology, right, of allowing this person or this man or even this white man who have the same type of ideology, right, to treat you lower than a human, to treat you as a mere animal? You would rather do that than to pair bond with an actual black man who will actually care about you, who will actually support you, who will actually protect you, who will treat you with the respect that you deserve. So you mean to tell me you would rather do that? Be with this white man who don't care nothing about you, who treats you like an animal, than to be with an actual man who will protect and provide for you? Now, once again, this is based on her ideology of submission, because that's where it boils down to. It boils down to the point that she fears submission. Well, she's not the only one who's like that. A lot of modern day women with the same type of behavior, with the same type of mentality, thinks the same exact way that they fear the word submission. And so they will rather position themselves in a one area to where they're being disrespected by the very thing that they think is protecting them, but it's not. But wait, there's more, y'all. But wait, there's more. So she had after when she posted this, right? Of course, when you say something crazy on the internet, especially TikTok, when you say something on the internet, especially TikTok, it tends to go viral really, really fast. So she had a rebuttal from all the backlash that people were saying about her. So here's her rebuttal on this. All right. So pay attention to this foolishness. Let's go.
I remember my recent post, I don't submit to no slave, which is the black man. I submit to my slave master, which is the white man. Let me explain it, because apparently y'all don't think we're slaves. Baby, slavery ain't ended. It's still here.
Whenever you register something, you are handing over title to the person you register it with. That's right. Whenever you register something with the government, they assume it belongs to them. Registered your car? Super! Now you are the registered keeper of your vehicle, and the government can crush it when you don't pay your, straw man's taxes. Expecting a new bundle of joy? Well, then you need to register your little darling with a birth certificate. Then they can start the process all over again and create a new straw man for your little one. Isn't that great? So when Junior grows up, he'll be able to generate revenue just like you have. When you notify on your baby by signing the birth certificate, your child becomes a ward of state. And if the government doesn't like what you're doing, they'll assume it's okay to take the child away or make new rules for things they don't like. Not enough school? Snatching your child.
Now, as you can see, you are still a slave. When you signed that birth certificate, you gave the government permission to have ownership of your child. How you think they're able to take a child that came out of you? Because they own the child. You gave them permission at birth.
Virtually worthless stuff. It's paper. Did you get it? It's paper. When we create money, we have created an instrument of value that has no value of its own. And it's just as expensive or inexpensive to print the 20 as it is to print the 1. In January of 1913, in December of 1913, he signed the Federal Reserve Act, bringing the Federal Reserve System into place in America, and did what Thomas Jefferson said must never happen. He took the control of the money away from the people by taking it away from the Congress and gave it to a group of private individuals who have to pay taxes.
You still think you free from slavery? You're not. Slavery just being performed differently. You never was free. This goes to anybody. White, Indian, or anybody. We're all slaves. The only motherfucker who ain't slave is the government. And I find it very funny how black people are responsible for majority of the shootings. Y'all criticize each other every day, but all I did was call y'all a slave and now y'all mad? Y'all using N-word knowing what the word was used for back then. Very disrespectful, but yet y'all using it towards each other, but then got the nerve to say, well, we can use it because we're black. Well, I can call you a slave because I'm black. Black men or any other race of men are in no positions of power to try and request submission and try to dominate and rule over a woman when you're being dominated and ruled over too. You are a lower rank class man and lower rank class citizen. You have no right to be requesting submission from any woman. You do not own her. Say hello to my little slave.
So once again, let's go ahead and break this down too, right? Let's break down her ideology. Okay. All right. So a lot of parts of the presentation that she was presenting, I could agree with her on that because that is actually true. It is true that there are certain systems and power that are put in place that will prohibit it. Not just black people, but it prohibits people for certain type of entitlements, okay? Which I could agree. The example she gave about the birth certificate, yes, I can agree with you on that because birth certificates is nothing more of a bond, okay? If y'all didn't know that, a birth certificate is no more of a bond that the government put in place. So technically, all of us has a invisible value to us. Or you can look at it this way. All of us have a certain level of credit. Like when we go out and purchase credit cards, all of us is like a walking, living credit card with a certain type of value, depending on the depreciation value of it. Now, the depreciation value is determined based on where you live and what you do with your life. Where you live and what you do with your life. Now, your value could go up if you decide to live your life a certain way where you be what they call a productive member of society. Then your value will go up. Your bond will go up. But if you decide to not to be a productive member of society and you decide to, do some outrageous things, you know what I'm saying, it depreciates. So yeah, the birth certificate part, that is part of you having a bond. Social Security is nothing more of a modern day RFID chip. Instead of them chipping you, they give you a number, an identification number, so they know who you are. And they do that for two reasons. They do that for financial purposes, and they do that for citizenship purposes. Okay? Because they want to keep a track of who's an actual citizen in this country. This is the reason why a lot of people are making a big deal about immigration laws and, different things like that, because they don't want illegal immigrants into this country, because if they dare, then there's no way for them to keep a track of people or what they're doing. Because you don't never know the intentions of people. You don't know if they coming over here to, live a normal life, or they coming over here to destroy the whole country. You don't know. But that Social Security system is basically a tracker to keep a track of the people who are here. This is the reason why every year they do what is known as a census, to keep in track of who all is over here in this country. It's not in a way to control people. It's a way to keep informed of what's going on in the country. Those of y'all who follow the Bible, right? Even in biblical history, they had a consensus to keep up who is a part of their account. So therefore, it ain't necessarily nothing wrong with that. All right? So what is she doing? She is using the system, right? She's using the system to try to compare and contrast and trying to tell people that since we are all a part of this quote-unquote system, the only thing that controls her is the system and nobody else. No, as she say, no black man can tell her what to do. That's basically where it's boiling down to, is that she don't want no black man to tell her what to do. She want to do whatever the hell she want to do when she want to do it. Now, part of that, once again, I can agree with her on that, because once again, if you're dealing with a type of man, well, if he's black or white or whatever, right? If you're dealing with a type of man and this dude is controlling, he's taking away your human rights and different things like that, you can't do nothing, then yeah, get the hell away from that dude, because he's not right. That dude is toxic. So yeah, I can agree on that. Then here's another point that I want to make too. Since she keep talking about the white man, they're trying to praise the white man, right? Now, I made a point earlier about the white man and his wife, right? And I made a point that based on her ideology, that means that his wife is a slave too, right? To the white man, right? So based on the patriarchal system originally, based on the original patriarchal system, they did treat their wife as property. The same exact way how they treated our ancestors as property or as slaves or as animals. They treated their wives the same exact way. So once again, you mean to tell me that you are comfortable with returning back to the old patriarchal system where you as a woman do not have rights. You only have to abide by whatever it is that this white man is telling you to do, that you're allegedly saying. This is the whole reason why women, your predecessors, right? This is the whole reason why they march. This is the whole reason why they created equal rights and women's rights. Hell, y'all just recently got through celebrating Women's Day, Women International Day. For that purpose, because back in the day, women did not have rights to do anything because the patriarchal system treated them as property instead of as a human. So once again, her logic and reasoning is based on one thing and one thing only. And that's based on what I just said. It's based on the notion that she is afraid of submission. She's afraid that if she allows herself to submit to a man, she's afraid that man is going to use her and abuse her and take her rights away. She's afraid that man is going to abuse her physically, mentally, and spiritually. That's what ultimately boils down to. Then also, she wants to have the right to do whatever the hell she want to do. She don't want to have to answer to a man in order for her to do what she want to do, like she's doing right now. That's where it boils down to. And so now, you know what I'm saying, she's on her right, doing these on TikToks, talking about making a false sense of thing instead of understanding the truth behind it, instead of dealing with the true underlying trauma that she's dealing with. Maybe, I don't know a situation, but just based on what she's saying, maybe it was a point in time where she actually dealt with these old fuckboy niggas and stuff, right? Where they end up using and abusing. Hell, she got a baby right now. She probably have a baby daddy that's like that. I don't know. And he probably did something to her and created a traumatic experience for her. Or she probably did something, parabond or procreated with a dude who was actually a good dude. But she had this mentality that she wanted to do whatever the hell she wanted to do, and the dude just was not going to put up with a bull crap. And so now she's here on TikTok creating these crazy videos. And to top it off, and I got to say this too, ladies. I got to say this. Ladies, damn, stop it. Stop it with putting these bonnets on in public. Stop it. The crap is stupid. Stop doing that. Stop putting bonnets on in public. Dudes hate that. It is no reason why you should walk around in public with a goddamn bonnet on. It is no reason for you to even be on TikTok or social media with a bonnet on. Cut it out. It's not cute. It's ghetto as hell. Now, there's one thing you doing, and you go to bed like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? When y'all going to bed and y'all don't want your hair to get messed up and stuff, I get it. That's understandable because you're going to bed. That's understandable. But to be in public or to be on social media, put on a bonnet, and then she had the audacity to buy a baby a bonnet too. Stop it. Stop it. Because the crap look ghetto as hell. But y'all do this thing because, y'all want to be rebellious as hell. And you want to, quote unquote, express yourself. No. That crap is not cool at all. Never have been and never will be. A woman who wearing a bonnet is the same equivalent of a dude walking around with his pants sagging. I'm gonna put it to you that way. That's how women don't like dudes walking around with their pants sagging and stuff all the way below their butt and everything and showing their butt crack and all the stuff there. A bonnet is the exact equivalent of that. So cut that crap out. It is not cute. And to top it off, is very disrespectful to if you have a man, it's very disrespectful to your man, and it's very disrespectful to yourself. So I'm just saying, cut it out. Cut out wearing that darn bonnet on social media like you lost your darn mind. Then on top of that, throughout my marriage, my wife had not never, ever, ever, and I mean never, ever, ever walked out the house with a bonnet on. I don't care if we was going up the street to the store. She never do that, period. She never walk out the house with a bonnet on. Hell, she don't even walk out the house wearing PJs or nothing like that. She always go out as a living representation of me. She always makes sure that whenever she go out, that she's looking presentable. Because not only she's representing herself, but she's representing me as well. So she never do that. Never walk out with no darn bonnet on. Like, what the hell's wrong with y'all? Or some flip-flop shoes looking all weird and ghetto and stuff. Never. And y'all women be wondering why these dudes be treating y'all the way that they be treating you. Or you be attracting the certain dudes into your immediate reality. It's based on your decision that you're making. It's based on your appearance. It's based on how you respect yourself. Because it's interpreted as though you don't care about yourself. This is also the equivalent of, when y'all ladies go out and y'all want to wear these suits that's revealing yourself, showing yourself a whole lot. It's based on the level of respect for yourself. Because when dudes see that, right, automatically in their mind, they think like, yeah, if she could come out the house looking like this, she don't respect herself. So therefore, I'm not going to respect her. I'm going to give her the same energy that she's projecting out to herself. And that's what they do. It ain't because dudes or dogs or like that. It's because of y'all. Y'all don't want who do it to yourself. They want to cry victim when the dude catcall y'all and stuff and, do all this stuff to you. You want to play victim. Or when the dude try to come up and shoot a shot, you want to act out ignorant. Knowing good and well you dress like that purposely. So make that crap make sense to me. So other than that, y'all, well, what do y'all think about her perspective? Do y'all agree with her? For us that, she don't have to submit to no black man because she feel like the black man is a slave, and the only thing she gonna submit to is just the slave master. Or do you disagree with her? Because like I said, I'm letting y'all know, I don't rock with her on this perspective at all, period. I think it's immature. And I think it's a projection of her reality of what she dealt with in her past with dudes. And that's what put her into the space of becoming afraid to submit. So, y'all let me know what y'all think about this topic. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Let me know in the comments. Until then, I'll see y'all in the next episode.